a barn was laid, and on a wooden door she was laid. Her children cried and the crowds they bayed for poor Miss Polly Button. A fair young maid from Nuneaton came, for love of buttons they changed her name, and to her kin they did the same. She became Miss Polly Button. The town was known for the ribbons made, and button working was her trade. But to rack and ruin her path was laid, this poor Miss Polly Button. Mary Green in a barn was laid, and on a wooden door she was laid. Her children cried and the crowds they bayed for poor Miss Polly Button. She longed for love and she sought it well, with men who close to her did dwell. But they used her ill and they gave her hell, this poor Miss Polly Button. Johnny Danks, the final one, he seemed sincere and lots of fun. But this poor maid, she was undone, this unfortunate Polly Button. Mary Green in a barn was laid, and on a wooden door she was laid. Her children cried and the crowds they bayed for poor Miss Polly Button. She died at the hand of a desperate man, a nagging wife with a master plan to make her disappear if they can. So he killed Miss Polly Button. He was tried at court with a charge to suit, but Mary's memory they gave the boot. The papers called her a prostitute, this shamed Miss Polly Button. Mary Green in a barn was laid, and on a wooden door she was laid. Her children cried and the crowds they bayed for poor Miss Polly Button. So women, please take a note from me, and do not trust so willingly, or you could well end up like she, this poor Miss Polly Button. But this maiden had the final say in relatives who still live today. Her story never will fade away for brave Miss Polly Button. Mary Green in a barn was laid, and on a wooden door she was laid. Her children cried and the crowds they bayed for poor Miss Polly Button. Mary Green in a barn was laid, and on a wooden door she was laid. The children cried and the crowds they bayed for poor Miss Polly Button.